Two Canada One says, to be honest, I'm apprehensive about buying this game. Let me tell you what this game does well. This game... Okay, French pass, big map. This game does an amazing job of fulfilling the fantasy of being a commander. You have this huge tech tree that's really fun. It's really satisfying to traverse up and down and around the tech tree. That's really satisfying. Also, the art style looks a little bit like... It reminds me of tabletop miniatures a lot. You know, like just the artistry of it. Okay, we're against the French. Perfect. We have a plan. We have ein Plan. I'm not entirely sure it will work well. Okay, it's okay. We're gonna... Okay, let me select, please. And let's see here. Kill this. Ah, there it is. I'll tell you in a sec. Q. Stop. Go there. Fucking go there. No! No! Ah! Alright, that was 100% my bad. Alright, we've already made some mistakies, but that's okay. Oh, it's okay. For those of you just tuning in, I'll finish that point about, you know, what I like about the game and what some concerns I have about the game are. I'll return to all that good stuff in a moment. For now, I'm going to just recap that we're trying to work on an opening that allows us to get very swift pressure with early light cavalry. We're against the French that is a very gold-hungry faction. So we're hoping to get enough wood by only having a limited amount on food. Only having a limited amount on food. And then rallying straight away to their base. Alright, so... That's fucking strange. The game, like, automatically built it here. How bizarre. Yeah, we're trying something out. We're trying this sort of interesting... Stop. Fast sort of cavalry pressure. Fast light cavalry pressure. We're seeing how it functions. We're hoping against French, since they're a very gold-hungry opening. Let's go ahead and rally another one to wood here. We're hoping that we can apply enough pressure with some of these early ones to force our opponent off their gold. Can we go? Can we go, please? Please, please, please. We're just kind of seeing what it's like. Not necessarily making any assertion of, like, this is the right way to go, this is the best build. But, you know, it's just something to do. Something to do in this here game. I think I am content. How much more do we need? 120? I'll wait a quick second. And then we'll build another set. So we're hoping that this pressure can push our opponent off gold. And actually, we can just begin to rally onto gold right now. We actually need a good amount on food first. I want to make sure that we're doing a lot of that and continuing to build and pressure with light cavalry. Let's cancel this so we can build another one of these. And there is there's the weak point. School of Cavalry is too far away, and this may very well be the way that we can open up for some successful early pressure. These dogs are making me furious. Can we hit this, please? So this actually feels like pretty ineffectual against the French because they just build one of these things. So let's go and check the other sides. Let's kind of come over to this way. Dude, these wolves are driving me insane. Die! French wolves, man. The distances are quite far, man. We really still do not need that many on gold. And I think that we might get punished for getting our gold so late. Actually, we'll make a gur here. It's excessive, but I think it's still good. Okay. So my opponent is definitely going to be making knights galore. Rejoin with this guy, and we are saying, okay, well, we're going to have to build Mangudai if we want to be able to go toe-to-toe with this. So we're still trying to focus on this much more aggressive route. Oh, that's right. This needs to load up guys to be a threat. So I actually should have stayed here and pressured, huh? Well, I don't need to take that much damage on these. My con can be super annoying. Oopsie daisies, I thought I had enough to do this stuff. Oh, game, please. When you click, it occasionally will repath, because these should be faster than those, right? Yeah. WA. WA. Alright, let's wind around this way. This is nice. Everything's protected, thanks to this gur. Alright, so now I can go back here and be annoying. Mongudai. Mongudai. Cutting opponent off gold. Hooray. Foraging speed. I don't know when the right time to be aggressive with these units is. Oh, hey, look at this. I've been doing this for a long time. Let's go ahead and pull this away. Alright, let's go home. There's some small minor pathing hiccups, and these guys move at same as knights. So somehow, the knights, which are slower than my horsemen, keep catching up to my horsemen. I think I have my sheep to blame. Yeah, like, I really don't understand how this is ever doing anything. Oh well. Khan! Oh, that's really, really annoying. Can't believe he's done this. Alright, so I need to get one of these. And what's our next steps, huh? Because I think that I am content to say, hey, oh, hey, there's the Khan respawn. Alright, let's just go ahead and get a scout to go along with this. Come on home, everybody. Come on home. Alright, so we're going to need to probably move this over here. And alright. You dare attack me. We need the range damage. Alright. Please. I'm used to StarCraft 2, where StarCraft 2 will actually continuously try to make it work until it works. So one of the things that I'm doing here is I'm saying, hey, maybe Mangudai counter knights. And I think the answer is, well, not counter, but Mangudai are perhaps an acceptable response to knights. I think the answer is probably not. Khan is almost complete. We're continually building stuff, but we're not going to be able to put a lot of pressure on. No Khan rises. There he is. That is not the correct button. Alright, so the next thing I think that we need to do is we still need to tech up to the next age. Oops, didn't hotkey this. Melee armor, probably. And there's another upgrade here, please, game, please. That... I wonder if there's a way to remove formation. Most wallable map in the map pool. Well, yeah, we can't build walls with this faction, unfortunately. Oh shit, we gotta doink. Probably critical to always retreat when we're trying to mess with stuff in our main base. I'm surprised that there's nothing here. Why? Why go forward? Why? No need to go forward at all. Ooh, let's just go this way, please. Ooh, repeated clicking. I mean, this is one of the things that's really alarming and frustrating in this game. is repeated clicking causes units to sometimes just buckle and stop moving entirely. Alright. Oops, forgot about this. Yeah, so, I mean, I think it's really important to just not force anything. Just to be chill. I mean, if I'm just shutting down this, yeah, it's a win. I don't need to go too ham. Who was depleted? Okay. Oh, wait. We need... Whoopsie daisies. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I had my numbers wrong. I could have teched up much earlier. Alright, so let's rotate back around this way. Alright. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to tech up to siege weaponry, namely Sprengholz. So we're going to need a lot of wood for this. So. Alright, so let me make sure I'm getting my tree chopping upgrades. Oops, we're missing a lot of our key upgrades for economy. This guy. Alright, so then we're going to do the same thing where we Springhold push this side. I messed this rally up. No, it's fine. My opponent's in a slightly awkward situation, but we're also in a slightly awkward situation. God damn it. Dude, the controls in this. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Go, babies, go. We're just gonna peel way far away. That's less than I would have thought. Come this way. How that happened, it's unclear to me. Actually worked out okay. Needed to have another spotter over here, and I will do that next game. Okay, let's get the veteran Mangudai. let's get the range damage. Let's get the melee armor. Let's make some fucking Mangudai, huh? Alright. There's the gold. There it is. That actually was defended okay. We stopped production in there for a little bit. Let's just move this over here, and then let's get our siege weaponry here. Great. See, I don't understand this swooping stuff. This is some tilties. I'll chase you now. You see how it feels. God damn. Guys, oh my goodness. Looks like we are taking some damage. And also, because our opponent built so many knights, that kind of trapped them in this age for a long time. Confounded! Oopsie daisy. Hey, what a great reminder. Thank you. Alright, so we have the veteran Mongudai that I will also, at the stable, get for reinforcement. We're doing it. We're getting some good value. These things are awesome. You know, I do want to do this like right now. Let's go ahead and make a... Let's make some of these babies. Get one trebuchet. Let's make sure that all of our guys are coming to the correct location. How much is a spring gold? 200? Yes, we're actually doing the right thing. We're actually doing the right thing. Do we have any idle gurs? Hey, we got an idle gur. Okay. I mean, sure. We'll lose some value. It's okay. Guy. Sir. Alright, my defense was not as robust that I had believed it to be. I'm gonna stop making that mistake. What are we doing here? We're building some of these. We're building some spring golds. I'm gonna go cancel this one so I can get a Action Jackson Trebuchet. Have we gotten all of our upgrades? Veteran Horseman. Alright, here comes a Traction Trebuchet. I mean, this game I would also put it into a classic Day 9 label of a clumsy game. Okay. Alright, let's relocate, baby. Alright, we have a lot of these babies cubed. We'll need these for raids later, but this will be fine for now. Chase them all the way. La 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 la. I like this little siege workshop nonsense. This is sweet. Get him, guys. Dude, I must be so annoying to play against. Dude, look at this. This is ridiculous. Knights are terrible, man. Worst units in the game. And that's the truth. Ooh, I hurt a lot of people's feelings, I can tell. Feels good. Oh, I didn't control you guys? Control A? Alright. Ooh, I am forgetting to build a lot of workers. We still don't really have that much. I'll keep building these as well. I only have 12 on this. I never feel like I have enough. Dude, this mobile assault force is so cool. Oh, I see you. Oh yeah, Mangudai are sweet. Follow me this way. Oh my god. Oh, he's gonna try to cut me off. Who's surrounding who? Alright. Alright. Look at this. Look at this. Mangudai. Mangudai, Mangonel. Oh my god, what a sweetheart. Wow. This person said it was an honor, and I kited like a jerk. Yeah, the opponent built a lot of, I I wanna investigate something from that game, because that felt on one hand quite good. And on the other hand, I'm really curious. Okay, so let's do this. Let's close the game and reopen the game. Dude, just Mangudai running away from knights is legitimately hilarious. I hope we play on a smaller, tighter map. But my logic is as follows. The two resources that you desperately need to tech up is very obviously food and gold. Now, if you look at the cost of knights, they're 140, 100. So if you keep building them, keep building them, keep building them, keep building them, you get locked into Feudal Age really hard. And it's really tough to sort of switch to different compositions. And I think we did a reasonable job pressuring early. And I want to see what the economic impact of our opponent was. I think it was some reasonable improvisation for us in the later half of the game. But let's go ahead and switch to Praeto's point of view. Because we want to make sure that we understand. How does the knight charge mechanic work? Do they actually speed up? Yeah, I don't think... Is there a speed boost on charge? What? There's a speed boost on charge? Oh, so that's what was happening. Yeah, Praeto 89 himself is a knight. Due to his nod of honor. Long live Praeto. This map is really awkward because I can only hit from one side or the other. We always have the option to return back to substantial stable production, but I kind of went really hard on Mongudai. Very tough to zone on this map. I feel pressured to go late every time. So let's look at this. Like, even in an awkward long map situation. Dude, look at this. I actually take a moment to just hit these stupid dogs. See, this is actually pretty nice. Coming here and delaying the gold. Certainly not doing the best micro here, but look, my opponent literally cannot build a knight right now. And I should have stayed here. I thought to myself, well, I can't deal with that because of this tower. But if I had stayed, then my opponent would have struggled to get a knight. What is this? This is clumsy. New age begins. Yeah, this I feel like we have some interesting. Suzalana says, Sean, I have a question. Are you going to participate in the first big AoE4 tourney? What do you think of the finals as best of 7? Isn't that too much? In theory, it can be 7+ hours long. Yeah, I would say if you're early on in an esports career for a game, or just not an esports career, an esports environment for a game, stick to best of 3s and best of 5s. StarCraft 2 made this mistake when the games were quite long. It was like best of 7 finals, and it was like you'd have like a 6.5-hour final. It was just stupid. And if it's the only thing happening that day, sure. But if you're doing like semifinal 1, semifinal 2, 3rd, 4th place match, and then you have a 6.5-hour final, is bad. But I don't really think I'm going to plan on participating in any tournaments, at least for a little bit. Because right now, I'm having so much fun just learning what the buttons do, learning what the units are, learning how things function. Yeah, and I'm just being annoying as heck, just poking around with these light horsemen. This is, I think, a substantial tooltip failure in the game, where apparently these have a speed boost when they're charging, and it doesn't tell you. I realize we didn't answer a question from long ago. Let me actually move away from here. What do I think about, how do I evaluate this game in full as a product? Because I believe it was Duke Canada 1 who was saying, yeah, I'm having some consternation about paying $60 for this right up. It does come with Game Pass, and by the way, I say this not as any... No one required me to say this. This is not a sponsored statement. I think Game Pass is fucking amazing. And I think Microsoft, with regards to its gaming initiatives, is fucking amazing. Dude, I think Microsoft has been incredible in the last, like, 10 years. Just, like, every time I hear more and more and more and more about what they're doing, from Game Pass to give people more access to huge varieties of titles, to releasing on multiple platforms. You can almost always get something on PC versus the Xbox. Like, whatever you want to do, it works great. They did a big push for accessibility. So if you say had an injury where you lost your arm, they built this entire tool set to allow you to play. I mean, it's just incredible, the stuff that Microsoft has done. I think Microsoft is incredible. So hey, oh yeah, Dan Canduce's, and don't forget about VS Code. That's true. VS Code is absolutely my favorite text editor, hands down. I'm quite a fan of Microsoft generally. But anyways, what do we think about this product holistically? And if you're having any doubt, I strongly recommend Game Pass. It's just amazing. I think that this game nails the feeling of this fantasy of building up an RTS-style base, right? You're making little farms. The art style feels like little miniatures on a tabletop come to life. You have all these resources to manage. You have little tiny decisions of, do I go here first and then do this? And, like, where do I build my house? I think these little tiny decisions that almost feel a bit like non-decisions. Like, ooh, I want to build a house, and I'll build it here. The fact that you get some ownership over where you build it feels amazing. And I think that this game absolutely home run knocks it out of the park in that regard. When it comes to unit controls, UI, UX, general bugs and QA errors, and things like missing the ability to ladder up, like particularly unit pathing and unit control, and the feedback of using your units feels like it needs a lot of improvement. It needs a quite a lot of improvement. For instance, just like clicking things away, the fact that they like buckle and send themselves backwards sometimes. Doing any kind of nuanced, subtle micro is virtually impossible in this game. I actually think it's early enough in the game that they should rethink how unit pathing and unit interaction works. And I think that it's entirely possible that with the way the units function, the game feels a bit like simpler Age of Empires 2 with how the units function. I don't know if that's true. This is just an initial impression. That could be literally strictly incorrect. But it would not surprise me if after 3, 4, 5 months, a meta settles down and this sort of free-form feeling of exploration that every RTS has at the at the outset diminishes. But I mean, frankly, if you're just in the mood to like build big army and fight and see cool stuff happen, I'd recommend it. I mean, also this is like my favorite genre ever. So, I thought these little pressures were nice. And I want to see what happened here, because somehow my opponent caught up to me. Because this con, 1.62, 1.88. Oh, this is... I always forget about this. This is really fucking stupid. Cavalry? Or these early horsemen, 1.88. This hardened con, 1.62. These... Excuse me, the Royal Knight is at 1.94, because it's in charge mode, I guess. Doesn't tell you when it happens. But whenever you have units in a group, in Age of Empires, the group moves as fast as the slowest unit. So if you have a siege weapon and a bunch of horses, the horses will slow down to match the siege weapon. So this is what's happening. See how these are falling in line with the con? This is to make sure that they all stay as a group. So that was a bit frustrating. That's all right. So what are we reviewing in this game? We're trying to review the notion that this early pressure, where we were making a lot of Mangudai, trying to pick stuff off, generally speaking, did this force enough knights to delay our opponent from doing any sort of teching? I think I can get a blacksmith sooner than I have been getting them in this game. By the way, has anyone seen Dune? I saw Dune this weekend, and I would give that one a 10 out of 10. That's one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, man. I loved it. I even loved that it had that it's like part 1. Hello. Loved it. Yeah, my opponent's getting totally owned by some of the UI UX. Again, there's some weird UI UXs with like when things can push. What was the ending line was super cheesy though? Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. Give me the cheese. Ship it. Are you kidding me? With a body like mine, what do you think? Cheese is not a big part of my diet? Fuck yeah, man. So 46 out of 50 compared to 49. Pretty similar. So we're watching things from Praeto's point of view, trying to get a sense of how did Praeto's economy work. Again, I think that wood is just not exactly as necessary. So yeah, there it is. Because we are building so many Mangudai, it appears that Praeto maybe felt a little pressure to build extra stables. I think that on a smaller map this will be true, a higher percentage of the time. On a larger map like this, I think Praeto might have been better served building an extra town center, because let's be real, Mangudai fucking suck ass against town centers. But then again, I think that I would just continue to pressure with Mangudai, because if I get my early armor upgrade... Go ahead and reveal the map. Yeah, Mangudai have no armor. Wow, that's a very short range, 3.5. Ugh. My opponent is trying to sweep around. I'm being obnoxious here. Yeah, and I think it's good that we apply this kind of pressure, because this puts a very difficult decision on our opponent. Mangudai have 1.62, and the Khan also has 1.62, I believe. Hardened Khan. Yeah, this actually looks very intimidating from our opponent's point of view. Look at this. Down to 28. Wait a dang minute. Holy cow! Look at how much... I had no idea we did this much economic damage. Wow, I feel way better. Yeah, and I remember saying, I think it's fine to do this, because I think as long as I'm putting any pressure on, we're okay. Second town center, yeah. See how my units occasionally... This is me just fucking up. But, like, as I'm clicking, they'll occasionally buckle towards the enemies. Nice micro by Praeto. So if I speed this up, and briefly look at the whole map... Yeah, I was not super good about building stuff, but I think that one of the better decisions we made this game was, as we were teching up, constructing a lot more wood collection stuffs. So this is why our opponent went for so many outposts, and I think that I should still be willing to advance forward in a spot like this. And I think I did get the... I do have the ranged armor. I don't have any melee armor. I probably could have gotten that. So here's the counterattack. And without a scout here, it's hard to find stuff. I did a decent job maneuvering my little babies. A Mangudai macro slipped a number of times. So wow, yeah, I actually hit the third age here. And then I managed to get the upgrades. Okay, this is actually looking quite good for us. Because look, it's 65 for our opponent. We have 77, and we're at age up, and I think our opponent is still nowhere close to castle age. Alright, some clumsinesses, but that's okay. We had a much, much, much more significant economic impact on our opponent than I would have thought. And then we just go straight into pressure again. This actually turned out quite nice, huh? God, it looks really annoying to play against Mangudai. I think you just need to get Castle and Ballistas. I don't know what they're called. If asks what I think about Age 4 in this style, this trebuchet is the dumbest trebuchet that ever lived. I think that, like, you know, The ages feel much more spread in this game, even if you're going for a super fast castle age. It still feels like you're going relatively slow. Things are relatively modest. I think if I see my opponent is like English, which is a longbow-based faction, I would get more regular horsemen. Yeah, and then I actually saw this, right? Because I had this, and then there was that structure that was right there. But I think if my opponent started to get a lot of stone walls up, we'd be in rough shape. We lost a good amount here. 59 versus 58. Yeah. You can't build walls with this faction. Neutral camera says turn on unique colors to fix the swapping. Wait, really? No, this is correct. It should be red versus blue. The problem is not the color swapping. The problem is that this is red and the health bars are blue, and when I switch views, it inverts it. It's red and red. Goes from not matching to matching. It said it's half changing. Yeah, I think we were annoying for sufficiently long. I don't even know how you get the cash to tech to the next age in this spot. I think we did a reasonable job. I think that the style we're selecting to do is a bit awkward on this map because of its size. But, you know, overall, I still think we're pretty